All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 16th. As usual, going over analysis for US 30, Bitcoin, and gold. Um, so what we have here for the supply and demand, we had prices in a 15-minute supply, but this is not a trade I could have taken because we are in market open. So I normally wait for the first 15 minutes of market open, but you can see either this 15-minute or the 30-minute would have been in profit. But we'll just wait and see. For gold, price is coming towards this inner demand right here on the 15-minute. We also have a 4-hour buy right there. So we'll see if we get anything there. BTC. Let's see, BTC prices in and around this between this hourly sell area and also this hourly buy. But for this, again, same as yesterday, I'm not looking to take sales on BTC. The reason for that is you can see we have this hourly buy. So if BTC closes above 66,477, I wouldn't be looking to take this sell on BTC at 66,731. So not looking to take sales on BTC. On the hourly time frames, price is far away from price. I'm sorry, price is far away from the entries. Same thing as BTC on the hourly time, on the 4-hour time frame, price is far away from all these instruments. I think we might get an entry on gold based off of how gold is moving. So let's check out gold. So we have some inner demand here on gold, but we also have this 4-hour buy. So gold is tricky. We have this inner demand at 2367 and we'll see what time it gets there. So let's review this trade if gold does get here. So we have a buy at 2367 and we definitely have demand here. Now, what I see here for gold, this is a nice buy, but I see structure, right? So if we're talking about structure, we have this, and for structure to be completed, it would be completed around this area at 2356. So in any case, I think I would rather wait to take the 4-hour buy. And if you guys remember, yesterday, this 4-hour buy was a critical area for us to look for buys, but we didn't get the entry we were watching. So this 2367, the 4-hour buy SAR gives us a better entry. And I will move over to the SAR rejection trend line and SAR rejection chart. So I was waiting for, the fair value gaps we've been talking about, or the one we were shown by Eddie, or how he does it. We had two fair value gaps here. We had this one in the morning before London, during that London kill zone. And I was watching this ones. And then we had another one. Actually, wait. Yeah, that one. We also had this one right here. Right there. Why did I put this one up here? Oh, I messed that one up. That's the entry I should have taken here. Um, so this is ideally the fair value gaps that show up during the kill zone time. So I missed this, but that's a trade I would have taken. So this is the only strategy I would be taking trades before market open. So those were two fair value gaps. So one was formed, both of them were formed before London open. So between 1 a.m. and 3 p.m. Actually, no, never mind. No, I'm looking at the wrong chart. I'm sorry. I should be looking at the hourly chart. But since price is fractal, they were also in there. They were also on the 15-minute time frame. But here we had two FVGs on the hourly. Normally, I'm looking at these ones on the hourly. So there's one right there and also one above here. So I was waiting for US 30 to tap the top because we had two fair value gaps, this one and this one. So I was waiting for price to tap up here which is where I have an alert, but we didn't get that tap. So my stop loss would have been above the previous high and do like a 1:2. But unfortunately, we didn't tap that one. I was hoping we tap it during the market open. But that's the only trade I would be looking to take before New York open or in New York open. But anyway, so we'll just find another trade. For the 15-minute and 30-minute time frame, we don't have any entries for US 30. For sales, this is a sell on US 30 that's loading. So this sell in the next 35 seconds, and it will be 9:45. I'll be look to take that sell, stop loss above the previous high. So this would be a 90 pip stop loss and 100 or 90 point stop loss and 180 point TP. So this is a trade. This is a valid trade. For US 30, the zones that we're in, so this is fine. We don't have any sell SARs. I'm sorry, we don't have any buy SARs where prices, and we are in supply. So this is a trade I will take. Let me just trendline plus SAR rejection. Give me one sec. This will happen pretty fast. Retest of the SAR, which is here. That's what we need. I'll set an alert there. US 30. Trendline SAR rejection. All right. All right. Give me one second. I'm trying to multitask here. This trades come up so quickly. So that's a so 90 point stop loss. This is I do my risk there. And this is for a sell. There goes the I'm not in it yet. This is 9 500. Okay. And now we'll just wait since we don't the crossover. Let's first see. Yeah, so it's triggered. So since the crossover entry, this is so I'll enter the trade out. We don't have the crossover indicator, but I'm entering the sell on US 30 right now. Without the crossover indicator, this has been a little annoying, but I'm in that sell for US 30, I think around there. And see if I can do secondary buy secondary sell here. Okay, so that's a US 30 trade setup right there. For gold. Yeah, buys on gold are a little risky right now because we have this structure to be completed. So no sells on gold, BTC, no buys, and no sells on the 15-minute and 30-minute. For US 30, nothing on the hourly. For gold, nothing on the hourly. For EU, nothing on the hourly. And 1 second. Nothing on the hourly for EU as well. For BTC, nothing on the hourly. For buys, for sells, nothing on the hourly here. This might be a trade for gold on the hourly. So this won't be a rejection. So remember for trend lines, you can either do a break of the trend line or rejection of the trend line. In my instance, normally I just use rejection, but I'll start also experimenting break and closure of an SAR. So today, actually, this might be a good check on gold or experiment on gold for that matter. See what this would be. And US 30 is still running. It's in and around break even. So was that the hourly time frame for sales? See what we would want this to be, the stop loss. This would be a wide stop loss right here, if anything. 150-point stop loss. That's a very high stop loss. I don't think I'm looking to do that. Let's see how big it would be. And 300-point TP. That's a wide trade. We'll see how this trade closes, but this one would be, instead of rejection, this one would be a break. I prefer rejections because rejection show you where what has happened after manipulation. Breaks, you can get manipulated out of it, but we can follow this trade just for today. I'm not going to take it. Let's just follow and see where this one would be. So this would be trend line and SAR rejection, or trend line and SAR break. And we'll see how this one will go, but only if this hourly candle closes below either of these trend lines. I'm sorry, either of this closes below this trend line and closes below an SAR here. That's the only time this trade would be valid. Nothing for EU and nothing. I've been looking to catch EU, but it's pretty rare to get this trend line and SAR rejections on EU. But once they do form on EU, you get like a 5 pip stop loss and like a 10 pip TP. No buys on the 4-hour time frame, and no sells on the 4-hour time frame that I can see. Maybe if during this 4-hour candle for BTC, if it does close below these SARs, I can expect BTC to melt lower. But right now, today, the only trade I'm in is this entry on US 30 for a sell. Stop loss above the previous highs. Mine is not exactly at those highs due to how quick we entered the trade. My entry is a little bit lower here, but we do have these SARs that are forming up there. So I'll go back to sharing the other screen that has the supply and demand, and we can see what's going on for that one. So you can see here for US 30, the reason I took that US 30, look at what we have here. We have closure below an hourly sell, 30-minute, 5-minute, and 15-minute sell. So it doesn't mean that US 30 would automatically melt from here, but the probability is that US 30 will melt from here. So that's right. It's that game of probability. So all these sell SARs, I mean, US 30 or any instrument does not have to respect them, but seeing them here gives me confluence or confirmation to that the trade is a good trade to be in. And also we saw that on the hourly, price had picked up liquidity from those fair value gaps up there. So US 30 is good. This might also be another sell area for US 30 around 39,888 because we would have a break and closure below the hourly SAR. And so this might be, if price retests here, for anybody that's not in the trade and that would be looking to enter the trade, something like this, right? And it's ideally the same position that we are in. For gold, we're still waiting. Want to see what happens at 2367. Honestly, personally, I'd rather take the 4-hour buy, SAR instead of this demand here on the 50. I do see if gold gets to this one, so I'd rather either take this 4-hour buy SAR or take this demand on the 30-minute time frame, because by then we would have completed this structure. So this buy at 2367, I'm not going to take that buy on gold. So let's just see what happens, and we'll follow the US 30 trade. And what I saw here, I think I'll start uh, so that it's not too quiet. I think I have some royalty-free music. If it's too loud, let me know that let me know if it's too loud. But I'll just play some slight music in the background. All right. So we'll go back to the other chart and see what we have. So this is a US 30 trade. We just need a nice, so it might be retesting that hourly SAR that's above there. But this to me looks like a nice entry. Um, what we have at 10 a.m. Oh, today's Thursday. That's when we had the unemployment claims. So 10 a.m. we just have natural gas storage and there's an FOMC member speaking. I haven't uploaded news events lately, but so, all right. So there goes US 30. I think it touched that hourly supply, or I'm sorry, hourly SAR. Yes, it touched it exactly to the point, right? So if we turn off this ones for now, the momentum, and turn on the SAR levels, you'll see where US 30 just picked up that rejection from. So you can see it tapped that hourly sell exactly right there, right? So what we don't want for this trade is a 15-minute candle closing above this hourly sell area. So right now we want to start seeing lower lows and lower highs being created on the five minute as well. So the 5-minute price action, we need a break below the previous low. If we get a break below the previous low or the current low that's been generated or that's been established, like this low right here, we should get a nice spike to the downside. So that's what we want. But we don't want to see, this is a 15-minute time frame. We don't want to see a 15-minute candle closing above here. If we get a 15-minute candle closing above here with strong bullish momentum, then, or even a 5-minute, I would be looking to exit this trade out at break even. So just note that because we would be closing above the hourly sell, would be closing above a 15-minute, 5-minute, 30-minute, and hourly sell SAR level. Gold, there's nothing here for gold. On the 30-minute time frame, if this closes, this might be a buy on gold. No, actually, I wouldn't buy. So you can see even when we turn on the zones, so if this 30-minute closes with a wick at the bottom, this trend line will automatically adjust to the low of this candle, and we would probably have an SAR closure above. But if we are buying, we would want to buy in, buy where there's demand. But this area, there's no demand. Demand is all the way down here, which is what I was talking about. Even on the 15-minute time frame, this buy right here, this demand is not as strong. You can see where the actual demand is sitting is somewhere between 23.56, 23.60, 23.55 to 23.52. So again, as much as when this closes, this would be a trend line. If this candle closed above this SAR, it would be a trend line plus SAR rejection. It's not a trade I would be looking to take. Just a little bit of a red flag on it. Nothing for sells, nothing for buys here. So today it's only that US 30 trade. Possibly the BTC trade. And I think there was a trade we said we were gonna follow, break of the trend line, which would be this one. So this one will just mentally follow it. If I did have any sell, let me see, what SARs do we have here on BTC? We have an hourly buy at 23.79. We have an hourly buy at 23.79. What do we have here? Uh, see what we had here. Do I refresh this? All right, let me zones. We have an hourly buy at 23.79, which is somewhere up here. We do, if we have supply here, I'll probably hop into this trade. Yeah, we don't have supply in here. So this trade, red flag is um we are selling into demand. So if we had a bunch of supply here, then I would take this sell on gold. So actually, this trade is a no, even though it does close. If it closes in the next 4 seconds, like this, that would be an entry. But personally, I'm going to stay out of it, because we have demand. We're in a demand area. But if we were in a supply area here, I would have taken that gold trade. But not to say that gold isn't going to continue down. Again, I'm expecting gold to come down to 23.50, 52.55 area. So, but I just need my confluences to align if I'm going to take that trade. All right, so right now only US 30. So US 30, let's see. The 15-minute candle closed above the hourly sell. Actually, yeah, closed above the hourly sell. So now we need to monitor the next five. We need to monitor the next two 5-minute candles. If the current candle closes as a bullish candle, if the next two 5-minute candles close as a bullish candle, and the best thing with this trade is that it has a wide stop loss. But the current 5-minute candle, I don't want to see the current 5-minute candle closing bullish. If the current 5-minute candle closes bullish, I'll be looking for price to come back to entry, and I will exit that trade at break even. But remember, red flag was we didn't want a closure above that hourly sell SAR, which is what just happened with the turn of the hour. So right now we just want would the ideal scenario right now, we need a heavy 5-minute bearish candle. If we do not get that, then and get a bullish candle, I'll be looking to exit the trade out at break even if we do get a retracement. But price action still looking good. Um, All right, here's the trade I was talking about for gold on this 30-minute, but we were in no man's land for this particular trade right here. So if we had demand right here, this is a trade I could have taken, or I would have taken for like a 20 pip stop loss and 40 pip TP. But even then, we didn't get a retest of the SAR, so there's nothing there for gold. And today, nothing for BTC as well. So let's just follow this US 30 trade. Remember right now, I don't want to get or to see a bullish 5-minute candle. If I do see it, you guys can lower your stop loss, maybe get out at half. Or personally, for me, I would be looking to come back to break even, and immediately I'm in profit. I would set break even manually. All right, so we can see some bullish pressure stepping in. So if this current 5 minute candle closes this way, you can exit at half if you haven't already budgeted for that loss. For me, for this trade, I only risk $500. So you can get out at like 250 personally, since I've already budgeted for that $500 stop loss. It will either be a break-even trade for me or stopped out for this particular trade, because currently what I'm seeing, if we continue bullish, we are headed to the hourly buy SAR, which is at 39,948. So somewhere above where our stop loss is. So we have an hourly buy SAR at 39,948 right here. And if price gets to this area 948, we might just get stopped out or spiked out. So right now, we had a bullish 5 minute candle closure. So this is a point you can either exit the trade out, or if you're like me, wait for the trade to come back to break even. And as soon as you're a few points in profit down here, you manually set break even. And at that point, it's risk free. So price can hopefully keep pushing down, or you would automatically get stopped out of break even during any reversal. All right. Okay. Let's see what we have here. What did we say for BTC, or what were we looking for? Yes, I think we're going to that 4 hour buy or hourly by SAR. But if US 30 is able to break back above like 4 SARs, then today might be just a consolidation day because we should have had some nice price action to the downside. But if we continue with this price action, if it's able to break all these SARs right here, and break the hourly, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, and the 5 to go back up, it's either we are coming for the all-time high. So remember, the all-time high isn't too far up from here. The all-time high is at what, 40,000 and something. 40, yeah. So all-time high for US 30 is at 40,020. So that's probably what they are going for. Or today might just be a consolidating day, given this price action. So if they have this momentum to break above all these SARs, probably tap into that 4 hour buy at 948 and go and tap the all-time high and create a new all-time high. But today might just be a consolidating type of day. Mm. All right, so this trade might get stopped out. We didn't get a chance to exit at break even. So if you did take an early exit, you would have lost like maybe 50% of the stop loss. But I do see us getting stopped out of this trade, which is fine. We'll just wait for the next one. Mhm. So you can see even a day like today when all confluences align, you can still, right? The trade can just reverse on you or go against you. Compare that to the gold trade yesterday that had some red flags, but the trade would have been a profitable trade. So just picking and choosing what works for you. So you can either decide to take all of them, or just find the ones that work for you. For me, for this trade, I've gotten stopped out. Depending on your slippage, on one of my accounts, I've gotten stopped out. On the other account, I'm still in the trade. But so remember that 948 area, right? We have the hourly buy SAR and we are coming up with a bunch of demand. So I'm still in the trade in one account. One of my accounts has gotten stopped out. So we'll see if this survives the other account. All right, so got stopped out of the other account as well. So this one would be a loss for today. And I'll just take a screenshot of this and record it for my journal. We'll just update this. So today is, so yesterday we didn't have any trade. Today took a loss of minus 0.75. My risk was lower than this, but this we just use 0.75 to track the official trades. So that just brings the return for the month of May so far to break even at 0. So if you took every trade we took on the live session with me, you'd just be at break even for the month. So that's fine. And can do update this. The last 3 US 30 trades have been hitting. I've literally hit stop loss. It's fine. Um, so- All right, so we move on to the next one and see what we have right now. So for supply and demand, we have inner supply at for the 15-minute time frame, but I won't take this. I wouldn't take a sell on US 30 here for this 15-minute supply. The reason for that is I'm asking myself, where is price coming from? Price just closed above this hourly buy SAR, and looks like we may have two candle closures above this. So as much as, and also we have a 4-hour supply here. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we have 4-hour supply on US 30. But if you have confluences for a sell there, you can take it, but I'm not going to take it. The reason for that is if I turn on the SARs here, even on that 4-hour time frame, if I turn on the SAR levels, price, no, this is different. Price just came from this hourly buy that's right here. So price is coming with liquidity from the hourly buy that's right here. So I don't see a need to take it. But if you have any confluences for a sell, US 30 just tapped into the 4-hour supply. That's one. Oh no, this one's different. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, so I won't be taking the sell, any sell on US 30 right now. And if we look at the zones, I was also thinking of taking this hourly buy if we get two candles. So we've already had one candle closure. So what we'll do is wait for a retest of this zone. But if we look at the supply and demand zones, or where the buyers and sellers are sitting, I mean, we do have buyers creeping in, but even then we just have, unless this supply is taken out like immediately, which I don't think it will, even this hourly buy entry, I'm not going to take it. So for me right now, nothing for US 30, unless maybe later on in the afternoon. For gold, nothing as well. I'm not looking to take the buy at 23.67. And for BTC, nothing as well. BTC, I wouldn't take this buy for BTC, this inner demand right here for BTC. The reason is would be coming from the hourly sell area that's right here. So the only entry I can take for BTC for a buy is this daily buy at 65,468. So to be honest, for right now, I don't see anything. I don't see anything worth taking on the supply and demand entry. So the only other trade I'll probably be looking to take later on is the a trend line and SAR rejection entry. But otherwise, that should be it for today. Took a loss for the day, and that's fine. So just keep an eye out on the market's movement. And also for US 30, we are pretty close to the all-time high. All-time high is at 40,020. So they're probably going to create a new all-time high. And if that's the case, so remember, for these round numbers or even numbers in the thousands, you normally expect a 200-point manipulation. So remember how we normally trade the 250-point manipulation. Actually, in any case, right now, I'd be looking to take buys on US 30. The only reason is I'm not taking it as is right now is we have a bunch of supply here, which is expected. So what I would expect for US 30, get to 40,000, have some slight rejection, push up, and go to 2,250. And I'll do this. Come all the way up here. What's the all-time high? Give me 1 second. Let me see what the all-time high is. Yeah, all-time high is 40,250. Yeah, so I don't know what I have. Oh, 40,200. Yeah. Oh, these were the ones I done for manipulation the other time. Makes sense. So here for US 30, I would expect something like this. Price to break up, come all the way to 40,250. And if US 30 gets here, around 40,250, I would look for two 5-minute or 15-minute candles closing below 40,250, and I'll sell US 30 from there. So I think if I did have confluences for a buy right now, I would be looking to buy US 30. Target is 40,250. And you can try that with a fill a lot. If you can try that with a fill a lot off of this hourly buy right here. So if we get two candles closing above here, if we get two candles closing above this hourly buy, let's actually see that and see how that one would go. Only red flag for an hourly buy entry would be the supply that's right here. So this particular one, what you would want to do right here is, and this way you can write price in both directions, but this is such a how many points is this? So this is 100 points. You'd for 1:2, you'd need to 250. This is a possible entry. Let's see. But this one would be like a filler trade. And this one would be anticipating price to go to 40,250 to break the all-time high and be manipulated 250 points above where we are. Mm. But just keep in mind, this gives a lot of room for consolidation today of fake out. So you can see we had this four sell SARs and same thing above here. We have four buy SARs, right? So price can easily be trapped in a range today, right here. And also given tomorrow's Friday, I think US 30 will keep pumping to manipulate all the way to the upside. But if you took that first loss with me and you entered this trade, you can use 0.375 risk for the trade. So that if that does hit stop loss, you'd just be down 1.125 for the day. Or you can use a much smaller risk. So same thing for me today. The trade I took today, I was only risking $500, and that's on a 200K account. So I only lost 0.25%. Mm, mm, mm. Gold is still finding its way back down. So remember for gold, my ideal entry is either a buy at 23.59 or this inner demand at 23.52. So 23.59 or 23.52. I won't be taking the 23.67 demand on BTC on the 15 minute. But if that matches any of your confluences, all right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. 10:27. Mm. All right, 12 seconds. What I'll do, I'll set an alert here at the hourly buy. Yes, 30. So we want price to come back to this area, and then get an entry. So the crossover is not working still, and that's what we use to enter. So I'm just using the crosses indicator to look for an entry or to get an entry. So, but the crossover indicator is still not working. But I'm just using the other one, the crosses indicator on the 5-second time frame as well. Mm. Mm. All right. US 30 tapped the 15 or is tapping the 15-minute supply. If you have any confluences for a sell on US 30, you can take it. The hourly entry, the 4 hour would be in drawdown if we had taken it. And again, right, would be in drawdown if we had entered that. But right, just looking at what makes sense and what doesn't. So the main red flag here for US 30 is this closure above the hourly by SAR. So that's the main red flag for this one. We're also coming up to an hourly entry. So this hourly entry is around the all-time high. So we might get a quick rejection from this area from 40,020. But what I'm targeting to right price to 40,250 and then take a sell at 40,250. All right. Price is just moving too slow, but I'll be taking that trade if all the confluences align at 39,948. So just put that on your charts and you can watch what price does at that point. On the other one that I'm looking at here on this other screen is this BTC trade. If you see here BTC on the hourly, this might be a break entry. So the one like we would be looking to observe how it's going. But even this one, we still have some demand there. So never mind. So yeah, so for US 30, just observe price at and we are actually coming back down there. So let's see if we can get this entry because I don't think there's any need of staying in the live session. So let's see if we can get this retests. Give it another 5 minutes, but that will be it for today's live session, and we'll see if we can catch this one. 4 hours. Perfect. Here, let me share the other screen. BTC around this area. Okay. BTC set an alert to look at the 4 hour candle. The 4 hour candle, so this is the 4 hour time frame. So if this 4 hour candle closes below any of these SARs, this would be a trend line. So I'll just measure this. So this would be $115 stop loss. No. It would be 1,015 points, 1,015 points, and 230, no, 2,300 points TP. So this can be a possible trade. Just watch the 4-hour close, the 4-hour candle close on BTC, which closes in about an hour and a half, and see what the candle does. If price closes below, at the very least, below 65,890. So 65,891, 890, that's the nearest sell SAR. So if we get a closure below any of these SARs, you'd wait for price to retrace to the nearest SAR and then write price down. So again, that would be $1,000, 1,150 point or $1,150 stop loss, and 2,300 point or $2,300 TP, if you're counting the move. So watch that. And this one, we have demand here. I'm sorry, we have supply here, so we are far away from demand, so that's good. And also, if we look at the levels, here, you'll see that we have an hourly sell SAR below this area. And I think there's something that's not compounding looking at on a higher time frame. But we do have an hourly sell SAR here looking on the lower time frame. So I'm not sure why this one's a little bit different, but yeah, I need to get this indicator corrected for higher time frames. Yeah, so observe the 4-hour candle on BTC. For US30, we're not getting that retracement. Price is going back up. So that will be it for today's live session. If I do get anything that I can quickly send in the Discord. So nowadays it's pretty hard to send trades in the Discord because I enter on the 5-second time frame, and by the time I'm probably sending the trade, trade would be in profit. But I'll try to send even though I'm in profit, and maybe you guys can scale in if possible. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.